Okay, guys. Now, I usually collect data from people who are attending my class, and then I understood that quite some people didn't really understand about number systems, and they didn't understand about the data types. So I thought, okay, let me break it, yeah, into simple components so that you try to understand and you try to get a complete knowledge about what I am trying to speak. Okay, so the data types part, whatever I completed in the last class, I thought let me not post it on YouTube. So I thought let me reteach it again with the simple components, with simple examples, so that you understand it. And then I thought let me post it. Okay. So in today's class, I'm going to reiterate about what is data types. Now, data types as a best classical example is, now for example, this is a summer season, yes or no? This is a summer season, maybe provided, in March and April and May we will have a peak of summer. So in summer season, can you wear sweaters and pullovers? Can you wear such type of fabric, such type of clothes? It's not good and ideal to wear fabric like, heavy fabrics like sweater and pullovers and jerkin, because in that climate you need to wear something cotton, something light fabric to accommodate yourself, so that you are okay with the heat, to balance the heat. For every climate, for every weather condition, we have a different fabrics, right? Like that only, in the real world we have so many data available. All these data cannot be sitting in one container. For each data we have a different container. These different containers are called as data types. Clear? Now for example, I cannot take rice in a cup. I usually take a cup of water or a bowl to hold the soup. Like, I cannot take, on a plate, I cannot take the water. Okay, for different containers, different materials are there. Okay, so can I give you an example in simple words? Data types in programming, are like different types of containers. Can everybody repeat what is the data types in programming? Are like data types in programming are like different types of containers. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these containers can hold different kinds of things. These containers can hold different types of items or things. Okay. Okay, Janavi, you are able to understand?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now, for example, I'm taking a data type called a string, called a string. Okay. We are taking an example of a data type of a string. Now, this data type, for example, a data type called a string can hold text like a name or a sentence. Can hold what? Can hold a text like a name or sentence. This is what the string data type can hold. Is it clear? Yes, no. Yeah. Can I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Using the right data type for the information, you want to store is important, because you cannot use all the containers for all the materials. Using the right container to hold the right information is very important. So that is what I'm giving in the last sentence. Using the right data types for the information you want to store is important, because it can affect the information is processed and used by the computer. Now let me give you another simple example for you to understand. Let me give you an example like this. My name is Karthik Babu. Karthik, Karthik Babu, and I own a bike. I own a bike of 150cc. I own a bike of which one? 150cc. Okay. And the fuel price is somewhere around 100 rupees 0.2345. Okay, this is the data that you need to store. Okay, now whatever is the text data that you're having, the character, the string. When I say string, meaning anything which is represented in characters, combination of words or sentence can be a string. So this entire thing can be put into string data type. I have 150. This is a number data type. Yes or no? This number data type is a whole number or it's a float number? It is a whole number. So this whole number can sit in integer data type. And I also have the remaining part is also string only, because it is all a combination of words and characters. And the remaining part here, it is not a whole number, it is a decimal value. It is having some decimal point and some numbers are there. So I can store this under the float number type, float data type. So all these things I can store in string data type. This one, the numbers, I can store it in integer data type, and this number I can store it in float data type. So like this only you need to store these data into the data type. Okay. Now, in order to store all these things, the first thing what I covered in the last class was I taught you about integer data type. Yes or no? What data type I taught you initially? Integer data type I taught you. Okay, in this integer data type you can store numbers, and okay, any whole number can sit inside this integer data type. Whole number, any whole number. Whole number you know, or that you don't know? Any whole number is called as an, quickly answer. If you don't know, you don't,
Yes,
you
sir.
say you don't know, or if you know, you say yes, you know. Any whole number is called as an integer number. People who know, you don't know. If you say, if you don't speak, I cannot explain the live classes.
We
Be
know that.
proactive. Yeah. Yes or no? You know, you don't know. Quickly answer. Hello? You guys are able to hear me?
Yes, we know.
Yes, we know, sir.
Okay. So integer data type, any whole number is called as an integer number. Okay. Now this integer number could be examples like, one or two, any number between, any integer number is nothing but any number between 0 to 9, 0 to 9, or a combination of numbers between 0 to 9 is called as a decimal or an integer number. Clear? This integer number can also be called as a decimal number. Okay, this integer number can also be called as a decimal number. So any combination of numbers between 0 to 9, it could be 0, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or up to n number of numbers, we call it as a integer number or decimal number. Is this clear? Now, this decimal number, the numbers can be represented. Okay, numbers can be represented in multiple ways. Numbers can be represented in multiple ways. The first way we call it as a decimal number. The first way we call it as what? Decimal number. The second way we call it as a binary number. The second way we call it as binary number, and the third way we call it as octal number, and the fourth way we call it as a hexadecimal number. Okay, so you can represent a number in Python programming either using decimal number system or binary number system or octal number system or hexadecimal number system. You can represent the numbers the numbers in these four formats, either decimal, binary, octal, and hexadecimal. Quickly, can I give you an example about all these things so that you get to know about all these things? Yes, because some people don't know about this one. I thought, let me repeat it. Okay. Number systems. These four things are called as number systems. So number systems are ways of representing numbers using different symbol. What is a number system? Number systems are ways of representing numbers using different symbols. Okay, well and good. What is the next thing? The most common number system we use every day in our day-to-day life is called as decimal number system. The most common number system we use every day is a decimal is a decimal number system. Okay, well and good. Now this decimal number system, you need to understand, it uses something called as, which uses the symbols between 0 to 9. Okay, this decimal number system uses the symbols or digits, uses the symbols 0 to 9 to represent numbers. Okay, people from a non-technical background, from a commerce background, are you able to understand
Yeah,
quickly?
sir.
Okay, very good. But there are other number systems. Like binary. These number systems you wouldn't have heard about it. Let me teach you with an example so that you will be able to understand. You need to pay clear attention. But there are other number systems like binary, octal, and hexadecimal, and that uses different symbols to represent number. That uses different symbols to represent numbers. Okay, now what are those? Let me give you a simple example. Now first thing I'm going to explain about binary number system. What number system I'm explaining? Binary number system that uses only two symbols. That is usually, the two symbols are usually nothing but 0 and 1. In order to represent binary numbers, binary number system uses only how many symbols? Quickly,
0
how
and
many
1.
symbols it is using?
0 and 1.
It uses only 0 and 1. Okay, this is a number system that computer understand. Okay, this is the number system. That computers uses, because this is the number system that computer uses, because they only work with off and on signal, because they only work with off and on signals. So if you mean to say off, that means it is 0. If you mean to say on, that means it is 1. So which is in a way represented as a zeros and 1. Okay, which can be represented as a 0 and 1, which can be represented as 0 and 1. So this is a binary number system. Octal number system means what? Octal number system. Again, octal number system that uses, here binary number system uses how many symbols? Quickly.
0 and 1.
It uses two symbols, that is nothing but zeros and 1. Octal number system uses 8 symbol. Octal number system uses 8 symbols. Usually that 8 symbols are nothing but 0 to 7. Usually that 8 symbols are nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And here I will say octal is used in some computer programming languages. Octal number system system is used in some computer programming languages. Used in some computer programming languages. Okay. Okay, this is about octal number system. Let me explain about the hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal number system. What is this hexadecimal number system? This is also a number system where it uses 16 symbols, okay, to represent numbers. Hexadecimal system uses how many symbols?
16 symbols.
Uses 16 symbols. Usually that 16 symbols are nothing but 0 to 9, and then A to F we call. Okay, so how many numbers it takes? So it takes between 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and after 9 it takes symbols from A, B, C, D, E, and F. So all these total numbers from 0 to 9 and A to F, it is 16 symbols it is taking in order to represent a number. Janavi, you are able to understand, or is it going above?
No, sir, I'm able to understand.
Okay, hexadecimal is used in programming. Is used in programming languages. Is used in programming languages. Okay, some programming languages. Okay, it is hexadecimal is used in programming languages. So far, it is good. So you understood what is binary number system. It uses two numbers, 0 and 1. Octal number system, it uses 8 symbols, 0 to 7. Hexadecimal numbers, it uses 16 symbols, that is 0 to 9 and A to F. So all these things put together, we have a number system: decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, hexadecimal number system. But usually we use in our day-to-day life, we use numbers between 0 to 9 only. All these other number system, binary number system, octal number system, hexadecimal number system, are used in computer programming, but in our day-to-day life, we are using decimal number only. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I want to know how do I convert a decimal number system to binary number system? How do I convert a decimal number system to an octal number system? How do I convert a decimal number system and hexadecimal number system? We have an inbuilt method which is already present in Python. Don't worry about the calculation part and all, but we already have this one for in our programming languages. So you don't need to panic and worry about what is going to happen. Already it is present. So what is that one? Let me explain it to you in simple terms. Okay. Now, let me take a example. I wanted to take a 10. Okay. This is in which form? 10 is in which form? Is in decimal form. Correct? 10 is in which form? 10 is in which form? Quickly.
Decimal form.
X.
Quickly, I want to answer. Let me answer it. 10 is in which form?
Decimal
It is
form.
in decimal form. So I want to convert 10 decimal number to binary. Convert 10 decimal number to binary number system. How do I do it? Don't worry, we have an inbuilt method for it. I'm going to show it to you so that it becomes very easy. Do not worry about all the conversions and all. Here Python is taking care of it, and Python is really beautiful in taking care of that. Okay, come here. Let me open up a new file. Let me call this file as a demo 10. Okay, Python file demo 10. I'm calling, creating a file here. Okay, now what I'm trying to do, what is our requirement? Our requirement is convert a 10 decimal number, which is a 10 into decimal number, convert that into a binary number system. Very simple. So we have an inbuilt function in Python. Inbuilt function meaning somebody's already written the code. Python developers have already written the code. We need to know that particular name of that function, and we are calling that function. That function will get the job done for us. What is the name of the function? The name of the function is binary. What is the name of the function? Quickly, what is the name of the function?
Binary.
Binary. To that binary, I'm giving that 10 as a decimal number. To that binary function, I'm giving the 10 as a binary, 10 as a decimal number. Now, when I print it, it will not give any value because I'm not trying to print it. I have to print only then I will be able to see. Now, if I'm trying to print it, print bin of 10. Could you see it is giving 0b? It is nothing but it is saying that this is a binary number. And what is the 10 equivalent of binary? 1010 is a 10 equivalent in binary. Clear, clear, clear. Everything Python is taking care. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everything Python is taking care. So no need to worry about it. So just copy this one, just copy this and paste it. It is this one, whatever you're seeing on the screen, 0b, that is nothing but 0. That is binary number. Binary number is starting from 0b. When you read 0b, it says that it is a binary number, and 1010 is nothing but equivalent of 10. So this is how your number 10 is converted into binary number system, and how the number is getting from 10 to 1010, that is not needed for you. So do not worry about it. But you need to know there is a function in Python. The name of the function is bin or binary. When you call that binary function and pass the equivalent decimal number here in this example 10, and it will give you the right output. Clear, clear, clear. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, now there is another requirement. The requirement here is convert the decimal number. Okay, convert a 10 decimal number, 10 decimal number, 10 decimal number to which form? What is the next form that we need to convert? Quickly, what is the next form?
Octal number system.
Octal number system. Convert a 10 decimal number to octal number system. That also we have an inbuilt is a function written for it. The name of the function is oct, and then give the value 10, the equivalent number. I am giving the value 10 to be converted into octal form, and then I'm giving the print function. So Python is going to take the 10 decimal number, and this function oct will change that into octal number system and give it to us. What is this octal number? It is starting with the 0 and O, and 12 is the equivalent number for 10 in octal number system. Clear, clear, clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so do not worry about how that conversions and all is happening. That is not in our scope. Do not worry about it. But this is how your main intention is to understand what are the different number systems we are having, and how Python we have a respective Python. We have an inbuilt function in Python, and that is converting all that one to a respective number system. So the next thing is that I want to convert 10. I want to convert this 10. Okay, convert this 10 into hexadecimal number system. So how do I convert this into hexadecimal? So I will have an inbuilt function. Let me write it here. I will change into hexadecimal number system. Okay, so for that we have an inbuilt function. The function name is hex. So I'm calling this function, passing the input 10 to it, and then I'm trying to print it. Now the equivalent hexadecimal number for 10 also we will get it. See, 10 is represented as a 0. X is nothing but standing for X is representing this is an hexadecimal number, and a 10 equivalent in hexadecimal is A. That is what we are trying to get it. So the main concept here you need to understand here is, if at all we are having decimal number, we need to convert it into different number systems. So you need to remember we have a bin function, we have an oct function, we have an hexa function, and using this function you can convert the decimal numbers into the equivalent bin, oct, or hexa, and then you can get the respective values. Okay, so if you want to cross check whether this is 10 or not, what you can do here is print and then you give this one, okay, print, okay, and directly paste this one and directly paste this and see what is happening. Print this one you are giving. So when you are trying to print, you see what is happening. When you are giving 0B10, what is it giving? Equivalent number. 10 only it is giving. So even though you are giving the 10 equivalent in binary number system, the Python virtual machine is taking it, understanding it, and returning in decimal form only. You are able to understand quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Janavi, you are able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm giving octal equivalent number and Python is giving me the 10 as a decimal equivalent. So I'm giving a 0xa, which is nothing but a hexadecimal equivalent number. Hexadecimal number also it will take, and then it will give me the decimal equivalent number 10. This is how Python is remembering all the number systems. We have an inbuilt function. Clear, clear, clear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next concept of what I like to teach you here is, let me give you quickly, I'll give you whatever the notes I have, let me give you that one. Base conversions, okay, base conversions is the heading. Under that one, let me give you a topic. Python provides the following inbuilt functions for base conversion. Python provides the following. Is my notes helpful for you, or we can skip it?
Karthik,
sir.
is the notes you are sharing it separately, or in that link itself? It is there in
On
the
the link
YouTube
itself,
channel?
I'm sharing it. In the link, you can view it. I am writing notes for you.
Okay.
Do you want me to write notes and share it with you, or don't need notes? I can just explain the code. What do you feel?
No,
We
write
need
the notes because it will be helpful later also.
Okay. So, okay, then I'll provide it. Python provides the following inbuilt function for base conversions. So what are the base conversions? The first concept of the first thing what we had is called as bin method. That is nothing but binary. What it does is we can use bin function. We can use bin function to convert from any base to binary, from any base to binary. But you have given decimal number only, but you can give any number and convert it to a binary. Okay, so that example we have seen. So I have given bin of 10. So bin of 10, what did we get? We got the answer called as, we got the equivalent called as 0B1010 is the answer that we got it. Okay, the next concept is we also have octal function. We can use OCT. OCT is nothing but octal number system to convert from any base to octal number system. OCT, then give 10. So the OCT of 10 is nothing but what is the equivalent value of OCT of 10? What did we get it here? You remember? I forgot.
0x1.
Yeah, 0O12. Okay, 0. Let me paste it, 0O12. Okay, next we have a hexa number. O12. Okay, next one we have another number function called as hexa. So here also we are giving that one. We can use a hexa function to convert from any base to hexadecimal. Okay, now quickly let me give you an example and then we will go to that. A hex, open and close the bracket. So here I'm giving hex of 10. I want to change that one, and here
0.
I'm
0x.
0x. Very good. A. Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the things that you need to remember. Okay, so I have explained about the data types. In data types, we were speaking about integer data type. Any whole number is called as an integer number. Integer number can be represented either in decimal number, binary number, octal number, and hexadecimal number. And all these things, what it is, I've explained, and how to convert it. Conversion, we have an inbuilt method in Python, and we are using it. Clear, clear, clear.